Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year.
It's the new year. It is the new year.
It is the new year.
We were just talking about how you could say Happy New Year all the way to August.
If you want.
I think you should be allowed to. I'm tired of I know you said you get annoyed by it.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know why.
Isn't that what, but it was, I guess that wasn't as fun as the first time, but it was fun to say Happy New Year, though.
That's true. And it's a time when most people are happy.
Right. It's just you be nostalgic about it. Plus, right now, man, I feel like everybody's just like depressed and shit.
Yes, that's how I was.
Everybody's got COVID and shit.
Exactly. Well, and this is maybe why I agree with you here today about like saying Happy New Year for a while longer. Because like New Year's Eve, I was not into it. I'm just like, I'm looking at like the COVID numbers. I'm like, great, okay, here we go again, back into this shit. And like, it's depressing,
It
man.
was.
Like,
this New Year's, although I did hear that like downtown was cracking, but for me though, and a lot of people too, we was like, man, it's cold, one. Two, I don't want to catch COVID. Like, who does? But I got a special thing because I haven't had it yet.
As far as you know.
No, John, I haven't had COVID. Damn it. I haven't had COVID yet, and I'm not going to get it. So I'm not going around people, man. I'm going to cancel I got a end of year party with my job. I'm not going.
The end of year party at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, they do it in January. Because, roofing season kind of still goes a little bit. So,
yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not going. But, man, I went, and I'm mad, too, because the bar, they got an open bar. The dude's like a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? Multi. And so you just get drunk for free, eat for free. Women on the ceiling in the drapes and shit, falling out the drapes. It's like, yeah, what the hell is going on? People in stilts and shit. Like, what?
This is a roofing party?
It's like a circus or some shit going on.
Like go-go dancers and cages
everybody's
and
all
shit?
dressed up and shit. I went and got a suit from Mr. Mo down there. Yeah, man, it was it's fun, but I'm not going though, because they're going to have an outbreak.
Yeah.
They're like, first it was only, I can't remember. Yeah, you only had to get a test if you didn't have a vaccination. Now everybody got to get a test. Everybody got to wear a mask. All of this shit, I'm like, well, how about everybody just don't go?
Right.
Like, we don't got to do all this stuff, guys. Let's just not go. So anyway.
But that's what sucks. It's nice to live in a functioning society. It sucks living in a dysfunctional society.
Yeah.
It sucks living in like a dystopian hellscape.
Right.
We've actually been watching the show Station 11. Have you seen it?
Is it a space show?
No, it's like a post-horrible virus world.
Oh my God.
And like I don't think that's been good for my mental health. It's
what
a good
is it?
show.
What is it?
It's like the story of like a group of people after like 90% of the world's population dies from this horrible virus.
What's the name of it?
Station 11.
Station 11.
And it's like just a dark psychological show,
Okay.
I don't know. Watch it if you're in a good mental state, but I don't know, man.
I am. People think something's wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me, dude. Nothing at all, man. Matter of fact, I'm so mentally sound. I know what's gonna happen with most of these things. With COVID, we're gonna predict things.
Yeah, we are. Because most people do remembering the last year, but we're gonna do predictions.
Yeah, we're thinking forward because we know what happened. Yeah. We're gonna tell y'all what's coming up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And what should be coming up.
What should be coming up is
the
fall of capitalism.
Exactly. People don't ever expect us to talk about what should be happening.
No, of course not. Of course not. So yeah, man. But we started talking about this COVID thing, man. I think everybody's gonna get COVID, man.
That's my first.
Like everybody's getting it.
What? Remember Johnny Carson? Was that his name? Johnny Carson?
There was a Johnny Carson.
He would do the prediction things.
Oh yeah, he had he was like,
it was like
that racist thing. We put the turban on.
Yeah, that's
I remember
true,
that.
actually.
Yeah.
We won't do that.
White people just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Although we went to this.
They do whatever they want now. We just
That's
talked
true.
about D11. They're just whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we went to an Indian restaurant in Paris while we were there, and literally they came out and put little turbans on me and Atticus. I don't know how I feel about this. Man.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
Stop this right now. Stop this shit.
Like,
but
we just came here for some food. I
don't want to turban, but it was like a real cosplay. It was a real like Indian place.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They were super cool.
Like
super
they
nice
wanted you to do it.
We were like the only people in the restaurant at the time, so they were just like But it was very awkward.
Yeah, that is awkward. I don't like that kind of shit, man. Yeah. But you know what I think though, man? COVID, these people are getting rich, bro.
Well, yeah, like Merck and what's the other big pharmaceutical company? I can't think of.
Merck, isn't that in Britain?
I mean, they're global. These.
Oh.
It's Merck and Pfizer and
Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
They're fucking doubling up, man. They're acting a fool with it. And here's the thing, like, they're like dropping new variants all the time.
Well, yeah.
It's like a mixtape. Like, we got the new hot shit.
This is what I was actually talking about this recently. I'm like, well, there's like 7 billion people on the planet that aren't vaccinated, or 6 billion people on the planet that aren't vaccinated. As long as that virus is sweeping through all of these people, it's going to keep mutating. Like, there's not really, unless pharmaceutical companies and governments and different agencies can get their shit together and like not protect their intellectual property rights and just let people in sub-Saharan Africa and South Asia and Asia, like,
you mean stop being capitalist?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like,
stop being capitalist.
If we want it to actually like end, you have to share that shit, man.
Yeah.
We have to, like, people are always like, oh, we're in the same boat. Not really.
Nah.
A lot of people aren't in the same boat as us.
Hell no. And then China is even better off than we are. You know why? Because there are people listening to the shit. This is another thing. I feel like, I think I've said this on the show, but I think that this shit is a world war, that we're in the middle of it. We ain't even close to the ending, and China's kicking our ass.
Oh, that is what the United States is afraid of right now.
That's what's happening.
So that's also my prediction. The United States is going to keep freaking out about China, and China's going to keep
doing
what they do and become like the next global superpower. I mean, what the hell? The United States got their era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
People are going to do
dropped the bomb. They dropped Hiroshima and took over the Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
And China gets to drop COVID and take over the Earth too. Let them do it.
I mean, except it's affecting their population. I'm not with you on that.
Well, I'm saying
China purposefully did this.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't think they're being affected like us. Like their economies are back booming.
Actually,
motherfuckers
lately,
are back to work.
They're actually.
Well, I know their variant is
well,
fucking
also
them up
too, their huge real estate company there. I can't think of their name right now. Is like collapsing because they had so much capital. They were just building cities with like nobody to live in them, and now all of a sudden that bubble has started to pop in China because China's like, maybe we could be capitalists too. They're just like sort of like state capitalism
or
whatever. Yeah. But it's going to catch up to them too. But
it will. But I'm saying, dude, the one thing that they got over us is they could say, y'all line y'all ass up right there. And guess what millions of them are doing? Yeah, I mean, right there, lining up.
Yeah, in the U.S. we have this notion, like, think of all the people who are like, don't want to wear a mask or don't want to get vaccinated because it's their personal liberty. It's like, come on, man. Yeah. Like, really? You wear pants every day?
Yeah.
Like, you got vaccinated to go to, like, this idea that, like, doing a very simple thing as like an infringement on personal liberty, it's like, okay, I don't necessarily like masks either.
Yeah.
But
I don't like them. It's not even about necessarily. Like, I hate wearing my mask.
Especially for a long period of time.
Oh, I can't do it. Yeah, I'm leaving. Yeah. So anyway, man, I think that the prediction is COVID is going to not go nowhere.
No, I think it's become, I mean, a lot of health experts have even talked about now it's going to become endemic. Like, I really don't think there's anything we can do about it at this point. Like,
it's just going to be what it is,
just
man.
Like the flu, just like the cold.
Yeah.
Like, we just have to learn how to
live with it. You get vaccinated, you ain't going to die. You don't get vaccinated, you might die. You might not.
Yeah. I mean, it's your choice. Like, that's my thing. I'm all, okay, if you don't want to get vaccinated, you're increasing your risk of dying from it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say at this point anymore.
Me either.
That's just what's
And then
happen.
It's like, what pisses me off is like when people know that they were exposed to it or know that they got it and still like take their ass to the store, go to whatever, go back to work. Like, man, stop that shit. Right. Like, y'all got to stop that shit.
Have you seen this, like, videos of people like coughing on service workers and shit? When they're asked to wear a mask, it's like, people are like,
so, like, man,
stop being dicks.
Yeah, like, or just like people start punching these motherfuckers in their mouth, like, punch them back. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't know. It's just this shit like that is just, it's comical now, and everybody knows who these people are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the ones that ain't reading nothing, not paying attention to shit going on around them. They're self-centered, bigot. whatever it is happening. Maybe they're massaging. It's all kind of weird little shit they got going on, and that's the people that are doing these things. So you just gotta judge them for what they are, and I don't have any sympathy for people that like are about to lose their job because they didn't want to take the shot or whatever's gonna happen, dude. It's your choice. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be fine. You're not. I hope you don't like slough off and die somewhere, but you can't be around all these people affecting people, man. It just can't be like that, man. So anyway,
that's my
COVID ain't going nowhere, and they're gonna get rich, and China is gonna end up kicking our ass, or we're gonna like, I don't know. We can't even just bomb China, you know? Yeah. So I was watching the American in Color on one of these streaming things. It was World War II in color.
Oh yeah, I see.
Man, boy. I was watching the Okinawa when they fought on Okinawa, and that shit was ridiculous, boy. I mean, I know, but like when you just, you know, the different documentaries tell the story better and stuff. So anyway, yeah, man, I don't know why I brought that up, but I forgot.
That, though, you know, like when the U.S. decided to drop the bomb. There's a great book that I read that was like,
because we don't want no drama with them. That's what I was thinking.
Well, and they also dropped it basically because they were worried about the Soviet Union. So the Soviet Union were, you know, ostensibly our allies during World War II, but they were also worried that, like, if the Soviet Union was basically, because the Soviet Union won the European war, you know? Americans like to think that it was Americans, but it was the Soviet Union that did that, like, invaded Berlin. They were, you know what I'm saying? They were the ones that won World War II in Europe. And I think the U.S. was afraid that they were going to, like, have too much power if they won in the Pacific Theater too. And so they're like, we got to drop our bomb. A lot of the generals like, guys, the war is over. The war is already over.
Really? Is that, yes. Is that what happened?
Eisenhower's like, we really don't need to drop this bomb. But certain people in positions of power are like, no, because the Soviet Union might win. And the Soviet Union, they were told that the U.S. was about to drop the first bomb as the airplane was in the air. And they're like, what? I thought we were allies. So like, it was really, like, we've been told this story that like, well, we had to bomb Japan because they would have fought to the death. But it was like, nah, like most of the generals at the time were like, nah, dude, it's gonna slowly end or whatever. And they were like, nah, we gotta do this.
I did not know that.
The U.S. wanted to become the global superpower after that, which they did.
For white people, man, I'm telling you, motherfuckers are the most, I don't understand. How the fuck? So wait a minute.
Also, they had this new toy they wanted to.
Right. I think that's what I thought it was. And then, you know, like they barely got through Okinawa. Like, how the hell are you finna go through the mainland Japan? And
I mean,
we were gonna get our asses whooped.
Pretty messed up.
That's crazy, man. I hate, man.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not a prediction. That was
we were looking in the past with that one.
Damn it! But
we did it again. Yeah. What about labor, man? Labor's been a good year.
This has been a crazy year for labor. Everybody's talking about labor shortages, but I mean, I think it's great. People are like, you know what? I'm tired of getting coughed on by people who don't want to like wear masks or get vaccinated. Because I've been saying all along that like a lot of the like resentment that's happening, like people not wanting to wear masks and stuff, is they don't like being told by people who they see as less than them, like service workers, to like put on a mask. They're like, who are you talking to? You know what I'm saying?
You're
like,
right.
Fuck you, I'm not going to do that.
That's crazy, yeah.
But, you know, and I think people are just like, fine, I'm not going to work.
Yeah.
You know, like, screw this. And labor has seen a huge upsurge, and we were just talking about that. Starbucks finally got organized.
Yeah.
In Buffalo.
Buffalo, New York.
Filed for elections in Arizona, in Denver, I want to say in Chicago, I believe. And so I tried to organize a Starbucks many years ago. And then I was part of the like national Starbucks organizing campaign. And they fought tooth and nail. And what's funny is like a bunch of progressives were like, why are you organizing Starbucks? They're a good company. Like, we got shit for trying to organize Starbucks at the time. And now everybody's like celebrating it because they're like, I don't know. I think there's really been like a shift, like, oh yeah, maybe workers have been getting screwed for far too long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then like, all of the crazy racist shit happening, you know, they hit the news with at their stores and stuff. I bet it was like, we just gotta let this happen, guys.
Yeah. Well, there really has. I think a lot more people are starting to see like, things have been messed up for a while. A lot of people who are denying it for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
they're like, maybe people do. And like Amazon, they've been organizing at Amazon over the past year. I think that this is just going to continue to happen.
I hope so, man. Like people see it over there, they're like, man, shit, they did it. We could do it too. I was telling for every person I meet at Amazon, if you work at Amazon, they want to organize, let us know. Because I think they shouldn't have don't even start this shit until you got a union. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, man, dude, I wish there was a way for me to go over and try this shit.
How many people here? Like, what is it, like 5,000? They're going to have like 5,000. Maybe it's not quite 5,000, but a lot
workers
of
over there, I think it was like 2 or something. But yeah, it's a big-ass building, man. But yeah, man, so that happened. God, I can't even, now I'm trying to think of all of the stuff nationally that's going on. But there's been a lot of shit with teachers' unions that happened.
The Kellogg's strike, Nabisco strike.
Yep.
And they won. And I just think that this is going to continue. Like, we finally have a little bit more leverage than we've had for a long time.
Yeah. And locally now, King Soopers is about to go on strike. Yeah. The workers, I feel like this is the second time recently that they've been on strike.
Well, they called for, they voted, I want to say in 2018, 19, somewhere around there. They voted to strike, and then they didn't end up going out. They came to an agreement before they went on strike, but it was like really close to it. I think this year they're just like, you know what, fuck it. Yeah. Let's just call for a strike because we're gonna win it. Because and there's
they
been, like,
see
so
it. They
much
see
more
it happening.
Support.
Yeah, like
yeah,
things
exactly.
what we just said. Like people are looking like, man, shit, we need to get our shit. Yeah,
exactly.
And it's great, dude. Wouldn't it be so great? I don't know. We need unions to cross organize. Was that the word?
I mean, what's going on too is the Colorado recently, state employees were allowed to unionize, and right now there's a push to allow city workers, university workers, and stuff to organize because it's illegal in Colorado for city employees to organize. Remember the firefighters a couple of years ago? They tried to get a collective bargaining agreement. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. I think the collective bargaining bill is going to pass for.
Oh, I didn't even know that was up for question. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
So city employees can finally organize. University workers will finally be able to organize if we pass that bill.
When is that?
Well, it's coming up in this legislative session.
Okay.
But
man, we need that, man.
Yeah.
We need that.
Because it's pretty fucked up that a city can say, like, we're your employer and we're going to tell you that it's illegal for you guys to have a union.
Yeah, just like what you just said, like it's illegal for like the grocery store over here is striking and then the mechanics go on a strike like in the city too.
Strike,
like a solid, that's illegal.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be. It's only illegal because we're done because we don't do it.
Because we're not like fighting hard enough.
Yeah, like driving 10 miles over the speed limit is illegal too. Just saying. We do this shit all the time.
I've never done that.
Yeah,
I've never known anybody to drive 10 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah, right. All right, man. So what else we got coming up? We don't got to talk about it anyway.
What is it, Sean?
Look, workers organizing, in the beginning of the year, we helped organize downtown, workers downtown, and that kind of led to a whole bunch, not a whole bunch, but throughout their whole company, there was a whole separate company that adjusted the way they managed their wages and stuff. And, so locally, this year it also has been successful. And that's not the only thing. Winco went on strike. There was a couple of the nursing agencies went on strike, so the nurses, there was a few things that happened in the city. And I think they were all pretty successful. So I'm hoping that everybody just kind of pays attention and just does it because you can make more money if you just did it.
Yeah, make more money, have more say in your workplace, which I think all of us kind of want.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go to work and be told like workplaces are basically like mini tyrannies,
Right.
Like tyrannical states or whatever. If we could all just have a little bit more say in our workplace.
It would be better.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So what they gonna do with the elections coming up, man?
So we got some elections coming up in Colorado Springs in 2022.
What you think?
How are they gonna turn? I mean, it's not looking great. We were just talking about how there's been this like backlash, like with all like the school board or whatever. But I don't think it's gonna last. In fact, I'm telling you right now, everybody, don't let this last. Don't let these bigots take over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, look at what happened in Richard Scorman, just retired, and they're gonna fill his seat.
Yeah,
and
I
they
saw
chose
that.
a conservative. Richard Scorman has like consistently been one of the more progressive people on city council for years.
They're like,
so,
yep, finally we get to get that seat.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
so he's gonna have to get voted in in 23 though, right?
Well, he's out. But
Who?
no, this person, Stephanie Fortune, that they're replacing.
Oh, I didn't know that they are.
Actually, Monday.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Taking a vote on an official vote. People, if you live in District 3, especially, reach out. Tell them you don't want Stephanie Fortune. She's only lived in the district for 2 months.
Like since she knew that she wanted that seat.
Yes, exactly.
So since somebody told her to there because she was gonna get the seat if she moved.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
It's like such a bald power grab, but like
yeah. So anyway, she's gonna have to be in 23. She's gonna have to run again, right? Or she's gonna have to run in 23 to keep her seat.
Is that right? I don't remember. When was Scorman?
Is that how it works, Les?
4 years. No, it'll be 25. 20.
God damn, dude.
So anyway, yeah, she's gonna be in there a while, which is really frustrating and annoying.
I thought Promise was getting that seat.
Yeah, it was weird that he wasn't even like in the
conversation.
Yeah, totally.
Imagine that.
Yeah,
anyway,
but I do think that like if we push, we can actually move things in the right direction here.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, for example, is in Colorado Springs, like voters voted to legalize marijuana recreationally. And yet the city council is just opposed to it.
Like,
so
we can't have it in this city.
Yeah. Despite the fact that all you have to do is like walk across the street into Manitou. And buy recreational weed.
But no, despite the fact that the people said that they wanted it.
Yeah, and they're like, no, we don't want that.
Yeah, so anyway, I don't even want to talk about that, man. This whole shit, like, we're not ready to do that yet. I learned that. Like, we're not ready. Like, we can go and act the fool. We showed that we can, like, do things with the city government. But it's just other shit that the community, like, we aren't ready to, like, mobilize on that shit. It doesn't happen.
Around weed specifically?
Well, no,
just like
around, yeah, just, I think we would mobilize around weed. But obviously, like, we can't mobilize around school issues. We can't mobilize around nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like
people need to realize that it's like, well, it's up to them to like participate in the fight for these things. They can't just let other people do it.
Yeah, or like you got to, when the community representation is like, hey guys, raising the flag and ringing the bell, like you got to react to it. You can't just flip it. Oh wow, look at that, Sean. Hit her like good. We're so proud of you, Sean.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work. No, man, like there's no good work happening if you just scrolling by and not paying attention to
I get so tired of that.
shit.
People are like, we really like the work you're doing in the community.
Like, who are you?
And then they then you ask something for them from them, and it's like,
yeah, I can't do that right now. So anyway, it's frustrating, man. But I guess it'll come around eventually. Just we got to get more people talking about the same thing in different areas. So you kind of like cross-pollinate these issues or whatever. I'm thinking that's what it takes, but fuck, I don't know, dude.
But you know what? Like for District 11, for example, I don't think that they're going to be able to push this horribly regressive agenda through District 11. I think people are going to push back against it. Because they just honestly, I think they just got lucky.
Me too.
In these last elections, because all that money and everything was pumping into it, but people are getting wise to it. Like, wait a minute, no, I don't. Like, I do actually want to think about like why every student isn't succeeding in District 11. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like most people in Colorado Springs aren't horrible assholes.
Yeah, right.
Like I know our political leadership, there's a lot of horrible assholes.
Yeah, that's how it usually happens, right? Like the fucking creeps are the ones that are like
power.
jockeying for position and shit. But with that stuff, being good, not being good, it doesn't matter. You got to turn your ballot in. The shit comes to your mailbox. Like there's not many. Colorado has to be the easiest place.
It is one of the easiest places to
automatically registered to vote. The shit just comes to you. Like, you don't got to go nowhere to do nothing. All you got to do is turn the ballot in, man.
You got to put a stamp on it, I guess. You got to either put a stamp and put it in your mailbox, or
do you?
Go down to,
I thought it was paid.
That's what's kind of messed up, actually.
That's crazy.
Yeah, or
that's
you got to drop it in one of the drop boxes. Which, speaking of,
I've never turned it into the mail. I've always like taken it
To
down.
the Dropbox, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I always take too long, so I don't have time to
No.
put it in the one right in front of the city administration building
like
too.
this,
I'm like,
they definitely getting this one. Yeah.
But I think that this year we're also going to see a ballot box at the old, whatever the shopping center's called, Printers Plaza. I don't know what it's called. Airport Exchange, Printers Plaza.
Where?
The Chinook Center.
Oh, Kaylan Plaza.
Kaylan Plaza.
In Kaylan Plaza.
Is it Plaza or Plaza?
Plaza. I'm gonna say Plaza. You say Plaza.
Plaza sounds a little weird.
Yeah, Kaylan Plaza. We finna have one. So you see it coming? You see it happening?
I think we can do it.
I think we
it's
can
a
too,
community
man.
center, man. We have 3 pantries here. We have multiple community groups or
Got
nonprofits.
like 2 churches.
Yeah, people come. Like
3 churches. We got another one. Oh man, let me shut up.
This is a community gathering space.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah.
We need that.
I agree.
Yeah.
So Yolanda and Tony.
Who's gonna win? Man, I gotta say, I was a little surprised to see that Yolanda was running for that.
Yeah, I didn't think she was gonna do that. I didn't think so either. I think she could win.
I do actually think that she could win.
I think that I honestly, I believe that she has a better chance currently than Tony does.
Oh,
like
really?
Tony got to pick it up
Right.
in the community. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got to do some shit. And
Gonna hear from Tony now.
Nah. But I tell him, like, hey, you know, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get it together. But I just feel like, you know, and the truth is, I'll just say it because I've said it to other people that Colorado Springs is 6% black, right, and like 14% Latino, right?
Yeah. 17. Yeah.
So, you know, if it turns into vote for all the black people voting for Tony and all the whoever voting for Yolanda.
I don't think. I'm not sure that's gonna happen anyway.
You can't win that. There's black folks. There's not enough of us. You know what I'm saying? So it can't turn into that kind of a conversation. Now Tony and Yolanda ain't gonna turn it into that conversation. It'll be the fucking people doing that shit. But that ain't gonna work, man.
Yeah.
What I do feel is I don't want to say I don't care who wins. I think either way we're good. Like one of them going up there is the best for us. You know what I'm saying? As long as like the community don't just get beat the hell up on their way. Like totally, we don't just fuck it all up and they go up and do their thing. Which seeing what they're doing long enough that I don't think that they would avoid that like the plague. You know what I'm saying? They're both.
Hope so. I think so too, though.
Organic from the community. They don't want to do nothing bad for us. So anyway, I'm excited about that to see how that goes and watch the professionalism and like kind of just see Yolanda do her thing see them both do their thing. But like Yolanda, like she's had a path that she's like told us all about and came through and done her thing, and then Tony has his path in the community as well. That wasn't like political or whatnot, but with the fire department or whatnot. So there's a whole bunch of shit there that's like could be so great, and it could get so many people practicing to vote. You know what I'm saying?
I think maybe it'll increase people's interest.
I really just hope that that's their goal. Like, man, we need to get as many people to vote for us as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's figure out how to do that together, because if there's anything that those two could do, leaving a legacy of now we're a voting district will be the greatest thing. You know what I'm saying? So it would be more powerful than probably anything they could do once they get up there. And that's just the primary team.
I see that happening too, though. I don't know. Maybe I'm naive, but I just feel like there is more political engagement coming from like the South Side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. I see it happening. What about we gonna talk? I don't want to talk about it. I just think that yeah. All right. Well, here we go. So I think
I know where you're going, but I don't know.
Yeah, with the other race, man. So I don't trust Rachel Stovall as far as I could throw her, and that ain't far. So I don't think that she's ever had. I don't think she's ever had the community in mind. Like, I want to make this a better place for the people who live here.
I used to work for her. She, there's stuff I respect about Rachel, but I can't get behind her politics there.
Yeah, nothing about it. And it's like, so what happened with Rachel is she got the benefit of the doubt because she says the right shit. She talks the black shit, she talks the community shit, she talks the solidarity shit, she talks all of that stuff correctly. But when she gets in her op-ed that ain't nobody reading, she's over here kissing up to all of the, conservatives in the city, like literally, like, weird people. Like, I just found out that she's fucking with Tig and them. That's crazy. They're crazy as shit.
Exactly.
Like, what is you doing over there? So, anyway, I don't trust her, man. She told Chauncey that he needs to practice or worry about school or studying more than getting arrested in a live form and shit.
Also, it's like Chauncey is like so politically engaged.
Yeah.
It's like, I wish everybody were as civically engaged as Chauncey.
Hell yeah, man. Yep, and trying to do his thing and learn it, and then being involved with it, and you just like shut your little ass up, little boy down there, Kaylin, little boy. Like, and then he's my friend. She told me, because I told her, you need to fucking apologize for that shit. And he's my friend, and I didn't mean anything like that. Well, if that's how you talk to your friends, then I don't need you representing me for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
she
I
did the same shit with me. Like, I'm just like,
You're
like, no.
She did that.
The belt
She does that shit.
People that are her friends, I guess.
Anyway, so fuck her, and she better not come around me because I got a water gun, and I'll take an assault charge for scraping her with a water gun. With a super soaker.
I don't think she will.
No, I wouldn't squirt her either.
I don't think she'd win either. I mean, I just think that
I just don't want her around no more. And like, she showed her like, you're like, do your thing over there with them, and then hopefully you're successful in whatever you're doing. But you're an opponent of mine, and then there's Misha Smith. I met her.
She seems like a nice person. I don't know too much about her.
I don't know where she's like. I don't know like where she. I know she's been politically engaged.
Yeah, she worked on a lot of campaigns.
She's been doing a lot of shit. I don't know where like she's getting, who's funding her, like who's sponsor her campaign and stuff. I don't know.
Gotta kind of step it up though. I'm not too.
It's time to get live. You know what I'm saying? And let people hear who
Rachel
you are.
has. I mean, she's had a megaphone for quite.
Yeah, and I skipped a point with her. We gave her the benefit of the doubt in the community, not just us. Like the whole community don't like Rachel. You know what I'm saying? Every person I talk to say the same shit about Rachel. She's conniving, backstabbing, all of these, she'll lie. I've heard it from more than 10 people in different places in the community, like, that are doing work. They don't want her around. So I'm the only one, again, you know what I'm saying? I'll say it and it's cool. She got her chance to come into the community, and that's how she got to know everybody. She didn't know where the fuck this shit was at before Devon Bailey died. She like rode the coattails of community leaders and like weaseled her way into whatever the hell she's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So then I mean, she obviously she's been working with shit for a long time. So it's not like she didn't know what she was doing. And guarantee you, it wasn't long after Devon Bailey got killed that she was thinking about how to do this, what she's doing now. And like she worked that shit to do it. You know what I'm saying? She set Regina up. All kind of stuff. So anyway, that's that, man.
Yeah, she was trying to take out Yolanda.
Yeah, she was trying to take Yolanda out. Yeah, and then Yolanda said it to her at one of the. I'll never forget, man, because that's how I started talking shit about Yolanda. That's how I started with all of this stuff. And so of course Rachel's like, yeah, let's get her, and I'm like, I'm just gonna say my shit. You know what I'm saying?
My thing,
but Yolanda's been knowing that Rachel's like had aspirations at something, this whole time. She's been called her out years ago. So anyway, yeah, man, that's that. What else we talking about, man?
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think that things are gonna move in the right direction in that.
You think so?
Regard. I mean,
I hope. I think we got to kind of make it,
optimist. Man. You got to make it, but you also got to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't really believe that they can win, and
I believe Nisha. I believe she's like I believe that she got what it takes. Like her conversation is squared away. I just as long as her history matches with what she's saying now, there's no reason for anybody not to believe what she's talking about and where she's coming from. I don't think anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I guess we'll see. Hey, come on the show, Misha. I invited her. She said she would like to. We just need to set up
all the candidates.
Yeah. Especially you, Rachel. Come on with it. Bring your ass on over here. She ain't coming over here though. But yeah, man.
What about other city trends though? What do you think? How do you think the city? I mean, I'm watching how the city's going. Some things I like, but other things I'm just like, oh my God, come on, do better, Colorado Springs. You know what I'm saying? You sent me that thing about the Platte Avenue corridor study. I'm like, ugh.
He's like, no, I want to talk about that shit.
But that actually,
people are anti-bikers.
I just, you know what? And I understand, like sometimes the way that the city has implemented bike lanes they've not done well. I ride my bike around the city, and like they don't put them in good places.
This is crazy.
More and more studies are showing for people really to use bike lanes, especially new users. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm a fairly aggressive bicyclist.
Yeah.
Like, I used to drive pedicabs in Boston. I will get my ass out into traffic. But, like, most people don't want to do that. Like, to feel safe riding your bike, you need a protected bike lane. We have, I think, one protected bike lane in Colorado Springs. You don't, like, this is the thing that always gets me. Colorado Avenue has a bike lane for a little period through downtown. But if you're like, if I'm riding from downtown and want to go into the west side, the bike lane just ends like at the bridge. So like, you just have to merge into it. And like, I see bikers. I'm like, I know what's about to happen to you, so I'm just going to be cautious because it's happened to me. Like, you're riding across Colorado Avenue Bridge, and then you're like, oh shit.
There's nothing there.
And like, I just got to merge in, and people aren't expecting it, and then it restarts around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
God,
and it's like,
man.
Like I'm a supporter of bike lanes, but I think you have to do them well in order to actually get people to use them and
support
them. Yeah, because we drive too much. Like, our world is dying because we drive too much. But I gotta say, it's hard to not drive in Colorado Springs because the way the city is designed.
I was just gonna say, like, shit, bro. If you could ride your bike around here, you're a bad motherfucker, man.
Yeah, I've been almost hit plenty of times too. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but even walking across the street
the
here,
pedestrian shit ain't even together. Like, you can't even walk nowhere in this mode.
So I'm all about like creating more pedestrian and bike friendly stuff. But if you're gonna do something, do it right, do it well. And Colorado Springs, I feel like so often they just half-ass their shit because they don't want to put the full like funding into it or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So I get why people get annoyed with this shit because it's like, well, it's like, it's half-ass. But yeah, I think that when we are redesigning our streets, you gotta
add a bike, add some shit in there. I think so too, and I think that like it's very easy to, while you're building it, they're building the Platte corridor right now. Like, while you're building it, build the shit with it
correctly.
Make the motherfucker long enough so that the street, the sidewalk is wide enough or whatever you got to do. It just doesn't make sense to me. You're right to like, we're gonna build this, but we're not gonna build it to do what we need it to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? It don't make no sense, man. So anyway, they definitely were opposed to it, and I don't know why. Like,
they just hate everything that's not car centric. That Springs taxpayers. I don't want to give them a shout out, but I also can't stand them.
Don't give them a shout out then. All right, man. So my prediction is our bike lanes are still gonna be fucked up, John.
That's also my prediction too.
They're gonna stay jacked up.
They're gonna cut it, and they're gonna say like, well, how can we please both sides? And so what they're gonna do is they're gonna make both sides unhappy by doing a crappy job. At both. Just like with affordable housing. The city's gonna keep saying we're putting all this money into affordable housing, but they're not.
Nah.
They're not building. They're gonna keep gentrifying.
Right, and they're hoping that poor people will move. Die off. You know what I'm saying? They're just hoping that this shit will disappear.
Like, honestly, what do they think is going to happen? Where are the people who work in Colorado Springs at most of the jobs in Colorado Springs supposed to live? Like, you can just have 27 roommates.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, it's going to have to break eventually, man. I mean, it is. Like, and then there was a house that I did a roof on, and it was just like this basic, like maybe 2-bedroom house, had a basement. $450,000 on the west side, man. And it was like a beat up hip roof, like, it was just, like a tent, you know what I'm saying? And $450,000, man. And I was like, God damn. And one of my friends in Florida is in Jacksonville, said, man, that shit would get me a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom house, 3-bath, the whole, in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, can you imagine?
That's the thing. Like, I like Colorado Springs, and Colorado Springs is fine and everything, but I'm not sure it's like, it's no New York City or San Francisco.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why we were just talking about it yesterday. Like, do people actually come here? Like, I understand. Like, we probably do get tourism, and there's a lot of tourists, whatever. But is it enough? To be fucking all the people over that live here for that? I just don't think it is, man. I just think you motherfuckers are like want all the black and brown people out of here.
Yeah, they don't want. I mean, even if you look at growing up, downtown was like not nice. It really wasn't. And I remember when they formed the business improvement district, and they wanted to get all the like undesirables out of Acacia Park. You know, so they like redid it so they could get that out, and they've slowly just been using that same tactic to get the like people without money out of downtown. And if you look at downtown just as a microcosm, like there's no affordable housing left in downtown Colorado Springs. Every new development that comes into downtown Colorado Springs are luxury apartments. I don't even understand who's living in these.
Right.
Like,
yeah, like where are y'all making this money at, man? Because I know I don't got a little punk ass job, and I got a check coming from the Army.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's hard.
Bro, like wait a minute. Wait, how you do this? Oh shit. Okay. I don't. Totally. I don't like it, man.
Yep. And that's just spreading out too. Like my neighborhood, just like over into the west side and spreading out here east of downtown and like it's just that gentrification is spreading out, and like that's going to continue to happen until the city actually decides to do something real about affordable housing, and not just being like, yeah, we're going to use like, I mean, it's good that we're probably going to get more money from the federal government for affordable housing, but the city needs to like take seriously that people can't afford to live here anymore, because people are going to stop wanting to move. I can't count the number of people who are like, I think I'm going to move to Pueblo because I can't afford to live in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, man, I called it. You rewind the tapes. I said it. The smart money's going to Pueblo.
Yep. That's where
it's going. Man,
and then you know what? Pueblo's going to become unaffordable. People are going to move down to Trinidad.
Right.
Yeah. Then like Raton in New Mexico. You know
we're just going to take all our fuckery all the way down,
totally.
all the way down to New Mexico.
Yep.
Hell yeah, man. That's our prediction.
What's going to happen with Colorado Springs Police Department?
I know they better not do what they did to Devon. They're still killing people, man.
I know. They killed so many people last year. I was just
They're
talking
still killing
about
people, man.
Yeah, a lot. Colorado had the 5th highest number of police shootings in the nation.
Really? I believe it.
Fifth
I believe the Springs is like the motherfucker. Pow, pow, pow. They shot this dude that they thought was breaking into to a house or some shit. They gave him a command, killed him.
Yeah. Shoot first, ask. Well, the shoplifter at the Citadel Mall.
Yeah. Oh, and at the Walmart, they killed a shoplifter from the Walmart.
Oh, maybe it was the Walmart.
Oh, the same
by
thing.
The Citadel,
Might have been the same thing. Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, man. Like you killing people. Like seriously, you killed him because he stole something.
Yeah.
Like
even their own undercover cop thought that was ridiculous.
Yeah. Motherfuckers,
at least
man.
you said that. I don't know.
And then they're paying cops to monitor my Facebook. At least one.
Yeah.
He's getting paid to report everything I see.
Yeah, exactly. But whatever. I think we're gonna win our cases.
Me too.
Because they're fuckery.
Yeah. Me too. What else we got, man?
What about Colorado? We got some. Is Doug Lamborn gonna win? Probably.
I hope not, man.
Guy is so ridiculous.
He's gonna win, dude.
But you know what? His days are numbered, though. I'm convinced.
Why?
Just there's demographic shifts. They did the redistricting.
Yeah.
Eventually,
like somebody's gonna you know what? Let's get this jackass out of here. You're right.
And he didn't do anything.
He doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? He just
but misrepresent us.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't represent most of the city.
No.
What about what's going to happen with Biden?
He's not going to get a second term.
I mean, that's beyond 2022. But that
motherfucker's already lost that shit.
And then we have midterm elections coming up this year too.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, what do you think is going to happen in those?
What part?
I mean, I think that honestly, just like we saw in the last ones, I think people are kind of tired of Democrats not doing anything.
Well, yeah.
And I know some Democrats out there are going to be upset that I said that, but
hey,
you got to be more assertive.
Y'all got to just be socialists, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just get Bernie. Just what y'all do is go get Bernie and come on with it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that you're right. I'm hoping that more and more people are not voting on a party line. Like,
yeah, but I think that the problem is I think more and more people are doing that, which is what's crazy.
You think so?
Yeah, because people are just like, I watch MSNBC and therefore I am a Democrat. Or I mean, even though more people are voting or are registering unaffiliated, I think more and more people are just like seeing themselves as like falling along these party lines. Although, admittedly, like, I'm never gonna vote for like a Lamborn or anything like that.
Yeah, man. I was just like, what if we was talking about what if Southers is up against Lamborn one day, or was it Lamborn we were talking about?
Lamborn or like a Hickenlooper or something.
Like, you vote for Southern? I would never.
But I honestly think that Democrats are going to get decimated in this next midterm.
Me too. It's already done.
Yeah,
I think it's already.
And I mean, it's like, well,
it's your fault,
man. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Thanks, Donna Brazile. Appreciate it.
Whoa.
Wasn't she the one that sabotaged?
Oh yeah, she
Bernie?
was doing some.
At the DNC.
She was doing some I don't remember what.
Yeah,
it
it's
was.
all. Ever since she did that shit, everything been fucked up.
Yeah. Well, they just
They always do it. So anyway, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like locally, whatever is going on, I'm gonna pay attention to it, and then I'm still like we're behind the ball on it, so it doesn't matter. We're not gonna be able to affect nothing. We'll be able to affect some of the the voting with the local elections, but I don't see.
Yeah,
there's nothing. Yeah, we just need to stay focused. Yeah. We need to get the people's college ready to go.
And yeah, focus on building up people that a huge portion of the population doesn't even vote.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And start focusing on building political power where there is no political power. Because that's the problem. Both parties have sort of decided where their political base is.
Right.
And then it's just like
left
a competition.
All these voids
yeah,
around.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then it's just a competition between around
two
these
things.
margins or whatever.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like there's so much more political power out there to be had by organizing in different ways and organizing in different communities and using different messages and things like this.
It would be good. It would be cool to just turn off NBC, pull their plug, NBC, CBS, pull all of their shit off so they can't get across the nation no more.
Yeah.
And then y'all figure it out.
Yeah.
Then I bet Watch America be great again. Wouldn't that be Watch America just all of a sudden everything's okay.
Well, and we don't really have enough people working on local, newspapers or news.
Yeah,
they can't cover everything.
Amplify the issues.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Oh yeah, and you're right.
Yeah. And Sinclair News has bought so many local news stations, and they're just this they basically support the ruling class, and that's what they do. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird that people with money, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna affect the way the whole country thinks. Who thinks that way? You're a psychotic motherfucker to think that way.
People in positions of power mostly are psychopaths.
Right.
They don't
narcissist
really
psychos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I think that my prediction for that is stay in the valley.
Yeah, exactly. Stay with the people. Think about what the people want and care about.
And do that. Yeah. Don't think that you go get the work from the people and then do the work that the people need, man. And everything it'll work itself out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, just working on community businesses and social impact businesses and things of this, things that
affect people on
a
day-to-day basis.
Right here where you're at, you know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about that shit. I really wish that it was two complete separate things to vote on and think about. That's why they talk about these off voting years. You know what I'm saying? The stuff locally gets overshadowed by federal
stuff.
It's what the fuck are y'all talking about? Yeah, the dumbest shit, man. But somehow this school district missed $43 million. You know what I'm saying?
There's to educate
it doesn't make any sense.
Children
man.
in our own community.
Yeah. So, why is it illegal for us to? What's the word that the unions? Solidarity strike.
Have a solidarity strike.
Why is that shit illegal, and why are we accepting that?
Imagine if we could every time somebody walked out or went on strike, everybody folded their arms too and was like, "That's where we have so much power."
Yeah.
If we just all were like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do it."
Right.
We could win. Or if people who are getting screwed over by their landlord were like, "Yeah, we're not paying rent."
Everybody don't pay their rent until this dude's shit is squared away. You know what I'm saying?
That's so much power. There's so much power there.
And they can't keep the thing is, I guess they can but you if all
not over and over again.
We got this saying in the Army: if we're all wrong, then we're all right. You know what I'm saying? If we're all doing the wrong shit, then more than likely it's the right shit. The group of people that are making this whole fucking thing turn are saying, actually, no,
Yeah, exactly.
And then change it. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Like, I mean, I don't know how else to put it, but and I can't make anybody.
But I think there is a
like
shift. I think there's been a shift recently in the way people are thinking. I just see a lot more people, like supporting the King Soopers. Workers. Like Colorado Springs, I don't usually see as like super labor friendly, but I've just so many people are like, you know what? Maybe treat your workers well. And I'm like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty basic. And so many more people are just. They seem to be thinking more about like, yeah, we do have a history of racism. Maybe we should do something to fix that.
Right.
We do have a history of dicking over people with, like poor people, working class folks. Like maybe we should do something about that. Like people are starting to shift. And I think with that mentality shift, if you can convince people like, okay, and not even convince people, just like give people a place where they can do something about their new shift in thought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a way to do it. Do something,
yeah, exactly. Because otherwise people are just thinking it and then not.
On the internet.
You just got to do as well, exactly.
Yeah. That's the shit I'm tired of, man. My Facebook's been blocked all year, basically. And I'm like,
That's true, it has.
I'm pretty much cool on that.
That's my prediction is Sean's going to continue to get blocked on Facebook.
Yeah, ever since January 6th, I've been like, boop, 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 30 day, boop, boop, 30, oh, what'd you say, 30 day? So what happened was, Facebook was a crutch for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like, things would happen when
a lot of people.
So taking that away, it's just like it made me more effective, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it's like, like you were kind of like a Facebook activist over here, like just yelling and shit on there. But
I don't think. I mean,
that's not true.
Far less than a lot.
Like I'm like goddamn, I'm doing my shit. But anyway, like I'm completely not even. I don't even fuck around on there. You know, I use other people's social media to like push shit out and shit. It's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Well,
all right, that's it then, huh?
I guess we'll have to take a look back in a year and see if our predictions come true.
Yeah, we gotta make sure, John. We gotta be doing this for another 3 years, man. After 3 years, we're out of here.
That's it.
Yep.
We're retiring in
4
3
years.
years. Is
After
that what's happening?
4, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm good.
Yeah, we're retiring
I'm
after
getting
that.
old.
Hell yeah.
CSPD's all excellent.
About time. No,
Mayor Southers.
We're gonna have our own news station, news channel.
We're gonna go up against Sinclair.
Hell yeah. All right, guys.
All right.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Peace out, y'all.
Hey, you! We got your